want it, I have to be better than everybody else. And if I'm not better, I need to be different. I see myself when I look in the mirror as an EGOT. And until I get that Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony, the work is not done.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Qualified Conversations, where we have in-depth conversations with those who are, in fact, qualified. So now, y'all know, before we get started and get into it, make sure everybody out there hits that subscribe button. Make sure you like, make sure you share. All platforms, Qualified Conversations. I'm your host, Jers, a.k.a. Life as I See It. And man, do we have a special guest in the building. It is the month of March. It is Women's History Month. Y'all know how we do each and every Women's History Month. We have to introduce somebody special, and this is no short of special. We have someone in the film and TV industry. We have someone who's an entrepreneur. We have someone who is stylish. She may not be a stylist, but she's stylish. You know what I'm saying? Also a singer. So many things, man. We're going to get into all of it. Without further ado, man, we got Nhya Cedon in the building. Nhya, how are you?
I'm amazing, especially after that intro.
Is it what? How was that?
Like,
how I
what?
did? How I done did?
I feel like that girl.
All right, cool. And you are.
Thank you.
And you are.
I appreciate it.
So first of all, welcome to the show.
Yes.
And just want to kind of do a little icebreaker real quick before we get into everything. So I said this Women's History Month.
Yes.
So I want to start with a woman topic or question, right?
Okay.
Let's go with in the intro, and we were talking kind of off mic about a whole bunch of different things. I mentioned one of my favorite singers, Jasmine Sullivan,
Yes.
right? Love Jasmine Sullivan, one of the greatest voices there is, in my
Yes.
opinion. For you, who would you say would be the epitome of a pure vocalist when it comes to female vocalists?
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. Range.
The queen.
Yeah. And she's super hip hop too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She can do anything. And her voice, like, she is the voice of voices. I do believe that, like, I would say Beyonce. Love Beyonce,
Sure.
but where did Beyonce, what school did Beyonce
Mhm.
come from? You know, there was people that were before her.
Yeah.
So for me, being a soprano, especially growing up, every song I practiced was Mariah Carey. Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, is there another soprano out there to model your voice after? I mean, you have those who came before her, right?
Yes.
You have, like, say, like a Tina Marie.
Yes.
Or a Minnie Riperton.
I was going to say Minnie Riperton,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like, so you have these high-pitched voice.
But for my era,
Right.
right? Like, I remember vividly when Emancipation of Mimi came out, I may have been like 10, somewhere between 10 to 12, I don't know. And I learned that album front to back. I learned every riff, every note. I mean, she is the queen for me.
Fair.
Yes.
Fair. I think a lot of y'all out there, you know, can get with that and agree with that, right? So let's get into it. So Miss Nhya, tell the people exactly where are you from? Where were you born and raised?
Born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
I know I didn't say it like y'all want me to say it, right? I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, right? You feel me? Too, I can do that too. But, you know, people don't believe it. But and I wasn't like raised in the trenches. When they hear Baltimore, they're like, "Oh man, you're from The Wire." No, that's a movie. Now, granted, it really does look like that in certain places. But no, I grew up in the suburbs, Harford County, Maryland. And yeah, that's my stomping grounds.
Okay.
What
Did we do early schooling there too, and high school, or did we move before high school?
all the way up and through it. I'm
Okay.
like, yeah. So I went to school, like I said, up in Harford County, which is like it's in Maryland, about 30 minutes north of Baltimore,
Okay.
because my mom started getting money.
Ah.
So you know what I'm saying? We was moving on up or whatever.
Yeah.
So she took us from Baltimore County to Harford County. And so I went to elementary school, middle school, and high school. Graduated from Edgewood High School. And yeah.
Shouts to Edgewood High School. Anybody
Yes,
out
sir.
there went to Edgewood High School? What was y'all mascot?
We were the Edgewood Rams.
The Rams. Okay,
And
that's a cool. That's
we
a cool
had a
mascot.
great team, like our
Yeah.
basketball team.
Yeah, it was nice.
What?
Did anybody like? Was there anybody who like went on to maybe go pro in either sport?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A couple of my ex-boyfriends. Hey y'all.
Oh snap! All right, look at me now.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Well,
we'll leave that there. I'm not saying no names.
yeah. Y'all know who y'all is and all that. Okay. So hailing from Baltimore. Now, you mentioned, or I don't know if we were on camera or not, but again, we were speaking off mic just about back in the day, right? The 90s, right? The aesthetic of the 90s. And one thing that's important for people to just always remember is never judge a book by its cover.
Facts.
Right? Because when you say Baltimore, like you said, most people wouldn't. The aesthetic doesn't give Baltimore. Like you don't sound like you're from B-more. Right. So that means your culture. That means you've been around a little bit, and you have some different experiences, right? Let's talk about some of those early experiences early on that kind of helped shape who you were. So, come from a family of how many?
Altogether, there was 9 of us in the house.
9 in the house.
In the house, yeah.
Where do you fall in the pecking order?
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Yep.
Sheesh.
Yes.
More boys than girls, or even?
It's actually even. Nope, I lied. Not even. 4 girls, 3 boys.
4 girls, 3 boys. That's a lot of activity.
Yo, that's wild.
It's a lot going on in that house.
For sure.
It's a lot going on in that house.
And you know what? I love that. Like, you're talking about something that shaped me. Mm-hmm. Having that many siblings, and then on top of that, like, that wasn't even enough. Mm-hmm. We were calling our cousins over. Everybody wanted to come hang out with us. We had the fun house, so it would be like 15 kids.
Crazy.
Now, mom and stepdad, they were amazing. Like, they would take us all to the zoo, or being in Baltimore, everybody knows about the Baltimore Harbor, and that's free. So when you got a whole bunch of kids, you do free stuff, right?
Of course you do. You gotta
so
do
we were at the harbor every weekend. Yes.
Okay. So a lot of kids in the house, but that I'm sure helped you navigate and figure out how to deal with older bro, older sis, like, fighting over this or sharing with that, right? And all of those different lessons, right? Was your family one of them family like don't mess with that house, like, because they coming, like, you mess with one, you mess with all?
Oh yeah. First of all right, I'm gonna start from the top.
Okay.
My stepdad was a bodybuilder. So you're talking 6'3", 300 pounds solid muscle. Okay, all he did was eat, work out. That was it. And so all the guys knew my dad. They called him Big Ronnie, and they were scared to date me. But then he was so cool, like that they was like, all right, like maybe I can date her. Let's see what happens. But so yeah, Big Ron set the tone, and then he taught my brothers how to fight. So they would be in the basement having all out lessons. Like, and then one of my brothers, there's always one kid, like one boy that takes after the mom. Little runt.
Don't do that. Don't do that to little bro. Don't do that to little bro.
No, he's actually older than me.
Okay,
but he's very attractive. I was gonna call him pretty, but he's a pretty boy. He looks like my mom. Like, same complexion, everything, pretty hair, all of that. And so my stepdad was like, yo, they gonna try you.
Absolutely.
So you gotta be ready. Man, he turned him into a monster. To this day, you don't want to mess with Valdez, okay?
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
You heard him. Leave him alone. Leave them alone.
Leave them alone. And then my oldest brother, Brant, he is the quiet killer. Like, that's what we call him, the quiet one. Like, you got to be careful about the quiet ones, right? Because he's planning something at all times. So just working your way down, like, everybody had their thing. And, I mean, it was a real family.
No, that's dope because, like, I come from at least immediate family, small family. Oldest of 2, didn't have a lot of cousins in Jersey. Okay. Like, most of my family on my pop side is from North Carolina, my mother's side from Florida. Okay. So we only really got to see the big gatherings at family reunions.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I use the word envy loosely because, yeah, sure, it was, jealousy or whatever you want to say. But I always admired also, like, people who had large families and had a lot of family all in the crib or in one area, right?
Can we get a moment of silence for this small break?
when it comes to, like I said, you are an actress, and I know we'll get to that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But as far as extracurricular activities, was there early interest in being an actor or actress early? Were you doing some of those things, all plays, or not? Like, what was happening outside of school in some of those younger early years?
I have been dramatic my entire life.
Okay.
So basically, it was like everybody was like, she's going to be on TV. Like, this girl is a mess. So early on, I started doing theater.
Okay.
I mean, from elementary school, I was in chorus. I started a girls group in 5th grade. And I
started. That's fire.
like Beyonce, okay?
Okay.
Because girl groups or any groups at that time, bands
That
were
was
a
the
big thing.
Yeah.
So me being who I am, I was like, well, I need to have a girl group. So I came to school like, okay, you, and you. I'm singing soprano. You're doing alto. You're the tenor.
What was the group name?
What was the group name?
Yeah.
GTL.
GTL. What did it stand for?
Girls to Ladies. And we had a little song, GTL,
Hey.
GTL,
Hey.
girls to ladies are in the house. GTL.
Hey.
Just so you know, I'm not making this up. This was
Word.
a real thing.
That's fire.
Yeah, I need to call
It's
them.
like the female version, right? Why not?
A Boys to Men.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's exactly where I was going. And was that the inspiration?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was in 5th grade, but
I
I
see
knew
what you
about
did
some
there.
Boys to Men.
I see what you did there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So you started a girl group.
Yep.
And so we're doing talent shows and stuff like that.
Talent shows, chorus concerts. I'm first soprano. I'm singing opera. Like by 6th grade, I'm literally doing full out opera, highest soprano in my school. My chorus was actually so good that we started taking field trips, going out of state to compete.
Crazy.
I read music. So we were doing competitions where we're doing I don't know if you know this, but like how they have the different notes or whatever, and you gotta the clapping it out. Like I did that. Okay,
Yeah.
so now looking back, I'm like, was I a nerd? Maybe.
I mean, yeah, sure.
A little bit.
Sure. But it's okay though. Because you were in the arts. Like I grew up in the arts as well. So everything you're saying I resonate with. All of the performances and things of that nature.
Yeah.
I did all of those things as well. So yeah.
And then another thing, I've always been a writer.
Okay.
So my creative writing class, my creative writing teacher, Mrs. Whitaker, I love you with all my heart. That lady pushed me and she showed me like how talented I really was. And so I wrote a lot when I was younger, which is something that I'm trying to get back into doing more of now, because now that I'm acting, I'm like, man, I can do this. Yeah. I can make a script. I can direct. Yeah. I'm bossy anyway. So I'm seeing other lanes.
I mean, the leader of GTL. I mean, you had them bossy qualities early, but you put it to good use.
Yes. So with the writing extracurricular activities, I used to do oratory contests.
That's
Once
different.
again, very nerdy.
That's nerdy.
For sure.
That's nerdy.
Shout out to my mom, okay? Because my mom was like, girl, you doing it, I don't care. Like, and so, you know what I would do? I would wait till the last day before it was due. And I would write whatever. Just write whatever. Yeah. But I'm so freaking smart.
That's fire.
That I'll never forget. I won WJZ statewide. WJZ is like the biggest news station in Baltimore, right? So WJZ 13, Baltimore.
Okay.
I won the statewide oratory contest with a paper that I wrote the day before it was due.
Look, I told you we had somebody great in the building. We barely scratching the surface, but now you can kind of see early on, these are the makings of Miss Nhya Cedon. I ain't mean for that to rhyme, but it happens that way.
Yes, I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I love this story, right? So, let's carry on. High school, because GTL is high school, or no? You said like fifth. You said like 5th, 6th grade. So, let's fast forward a little bit to high school, right? You said always in theater, always dramatic, all of these things. I know there had to be a play, something
all
somewhere.
Of them, for sure.
Give me some highlight moments in high school, in your teenage years, that helped give you confidence or give you more confidence than what you already had.
I'm going to tell you one of the biggest things that happened to me. I always did concerts and I always did plays, talent shows, all of that, right? That was all great. But my senior year, I think it was my senior year, My mother and my stepdad were actually going through a divorce, and my
Okay.
mom left Maryland.
Okay.
And I ended up finding this school that had a school for the arts.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, Mom, you got to let me do this, right? And it was in Fairfax, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to audition for what they call the black box theater, right?
Okay.
So I remember thinking, like, man, if I can get into this class, that means I have something special
Mm-hmm.
because I know this is one of the hardest schools to get into.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in, and for my audition, I had to do a monologue.
Mm-hmm.
Killed the monologue. I did a monologue which was crazy about a girl whose mother passes away.
And really quickly, because that's
Yes,
deep, and I want to
yeah,
get into that. But before we get there,
yeah.
explain exactly what a monologue is.
So a monologue is typically 60 seconds of, it's just a portion of a script. So you want to pick the best portion of that script to show your talents and capabilities. For me, I like to cry on camera. I tend to go more dramatic than comedic.
Okay.
So that is why I pick roles like that are very hard, because that's like the worst thing for me to think about.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, I delivered. I mean, it was phenomenal. And then the song that I had to sing, because you have to do a song, is musical theater.
Okay.
And I am telling you.
Oh, now, Miss Nhya, now, come on now. I know we spoke about Mariah. Now,
Baby.
I'm from Jersey, and
Come on.
Come on, that's my girl.
This was the Dreamgirls era. You got to think. So when I was in high school, this is when Dreamgirls had just dropped with Jennifer Hudson, Beyonce,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to do it
Yeah.
because I was studying that movie, and that song was it. And so I went in there with my little 80-pound self, and I belted that song out, and they were like,
Who is that? Who, what, when, where, how?
"What?"
Yeah.
Literally. So of course I got in.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
And what was the name of that?
So that was just Fairfax School of the Arts.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So that really that clicked for
Solidified.
you.
Yeah.
That clicked for you. Like,
100%.
oh yeah, this is meant to be.
Yes.
This is meant to be.
Definitely. But I was always confident. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
some people like, oh yeah, I had to go through this. No, I am a Leo. July 28th. When I came out, I was like, yeah, I'm her.
It had to be something. You the 28th. I'm August 3rd, but it's Leo gang in the
Period.
building.
Leo
See,
gang.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
See,
I love that.
phenomenal woman.
Okay.
That's she.
And is.
No, that is amazing.
Mhm.
And I want to get into some of this acting stuff.
Let's do it.
Because secretly, what a lot of people may not know, people who do know me probably know me for being the music guy, right? Always have been, and I still am today. But the very first thing I ever wanted to be in life was an actor. Funny story, like when I don't know how old I was, but I remember seeing this acting commercial that came on TV for like kid actors.
Okay.
I was so hyped.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, Dad, like I tell him like, yo, like we gotta call this number.
Yeah.
Why I never seen that commercial ever again in life?
Was it John Casablanca?
I can't tell you. I don't know nothing about it.
Because they got me for like $2,500.
I wish I knew. I
crazy.
never saw that commercial again. Like, you talking about her?
Wow.
I'm talking about like I used to wait by the TV to see if it never saw the commercial ever again. Yeah, crushed my little.
Said it's not meant to be.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I've done, things here and there, little plays or whatever. But certainly still haven't given up hope on the acting vibe.
Right.
But for yourself,
Yes.
now we in the arts high school, and I know you're getting all types of tutelage, right? You're getting all
Absolutely.
types of experiences.
Yes.
When it's time to graduate,
Mhm.
what's the plan? Is it college? Is it go full blown into this particular career?
That's a great question. My senior year was tumultuous.
Okay.
My parents were going through a divorce. I wanted to go to college, but I also have always been hyper aware of other people's feelings and situations, even as a child. And I seen what my mom was going through, and I didn't want to put any pressure on her. So although I wanted to go to Spelman, I knew that financially that would have added a huge burden to my mom, and I didn't want to do that. So I decided to go the junior college route.
Okay.
My brother called me. He had just moved to Virginia with his baby mama. And not Virginia, sorry, Florida.
Okay.
And he was like, "Yo, come to Florida." And I was ready to get out of Baltimore
Of
by
course.
any means.
Yeah.
So I told my mom, I was like, "Mom, I'm just gonna go to Valencia College,
Okay.
which was in Florida, in Orlando." And I ended up in Orlando. I wasn't thinking about acting at that time.
Okay.
I was just thinking about making sure I'm good.
Yeah.
Right? Getting out of Baltimore
Yeah,
and
right,
making
yeah.
sure I'm good. And I knew I would be good with my brother.
Mhm.
So that's where I ended up. But that's how I got back into acting.
Okay.
Once I got to Orlando, I was there for a couple months, going to school, doing great, all of that good stuff. I ended up getting a call for, what was it for? Oh, it was Ballers. Are we ready for that? Do we get into this story?
Hey, if this is the time,
Okay.
because
All right.
I'm ready. Are y'all ready? Buckle up.
Buckle up, baby.
Here we go.
So yeah, all right, cool. All right, I'm gonna go back a little
Please,
bit.
yeah, because that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah, you did kind of. You went a little
Man,
crazy.
I be storytelling like Fat Joe sometimes. Like, yo, it's so wild. Like, and I know some people be like, "Man, she making this up," but I promise you, my life is really that wild.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm in Orlando. We're in Orlando. Everything's going well. I'm in college. I'm working 2 jobs. I'm getting money. I just got my first apartment. Everything's good. And then, all right, before Ballers, I got a call to come shoot a music video for a song I had recorded like a year ago, like while I was still in school, because I sing. So I had got a recording deal, and I was coming back and forth to Atlanta. This was my senior year. I'm coming back and forth to Atlanta. And then they called me like, "Hey, let's do a music video." So, all right, boom. That pulled me back into my creative zone, that call. So I'm in Orlando. I come here to Atlanta, shoot the video with Jacquees, of all people.
Men are in the club.
Okay.
Man.
So I don't know if y'all know who Issa is.
Of course.
So Issa, Jacquees, myself, we all were in the same camp at the same time. Baby, I got some stories.
We're gonna get to some of those offline.
Okay, period. So that pulled me back into my creative space. All right, now I come back. I end up running into this guy. I'm gonna give you the fast version of this. I meet this guy, and he's like, I meet this guy. No, it's not like that. He's like fine, like he's like Florida, like grills. I never seen a grill in my life, and then it was all diamond out. So boom, then he got the what do they call it? Candy paint on the car, Forgiatos. Never seen none of this. Anyways, this man somehow convinced me to move to Miami.
Somehow, all right.
Okay, because he was a Lauderdale dude, so he was from Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah. Now everything you're saying makes 100% sense.
Okay, everything.
Yeah.
So I end up in Miami. Boom, here comes Ballers. First season of Ballers had already passed. I'm watching the show every night. Like, I love this show. I see online at the time, I had just got Instagram too, and I seen on Instagram they were looking for extras for Ballers for season 2. I'm like, okay, I'm going. Like, I love this show, but also I told him, like, I think this might be fake, so come with me just in case. Like, it's a setup. Because we are in Fort Lauderdale.
And it goes down.
It goes down. So, yeah, no, we get there. Everything goes great. I get a call. They wanted to book me to be an extra. I'm happy. Congratulations. I get on set. They walk up to me, Mr. Christopher Gonzalez. Shout out to you.
Yeah, definitely shout out to you.
For sure. There's certain people I'll never forget.
And just a quick interjection.
Yes.
Because again, we're speaking about the show Ballers. It was a big time show on HBO starring none other than The Rock.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, go check it out.
Please.
Super dope. Back catalog. You're gonna like it. It's about football. It's about sports. The inner workings. Cool.
Yes.
Continue.
Yes. And it's a very sexy show, and so that's why they needed
me.
The one and only. But yeah, so no, I came on just to be an extra. Ended up becoming featured. They walked up to me and was like, "Hey, we want to offer you something more." Boom. All right, now I'm working every episode. All right. Then I get a call. And this, I'm going to say, like, sometimes you just have to be ready for the opportunity. Like, when God is ready to bless you, just be open and available and ready for that blessing. Because I got a call one day like, "Hey, we need you to be a body double for one of the leads." And that's not something that I had done ever before. And I was like, okay, what do you need me to do? And they were like, well, it's a shower scene. You'll just wear like a nude tank top, like something like this, and you'll be in the shower, but you won't be naked. You'll stand in until she's ready. Once we get the camera set up, you'll jump out, she'll jump in. All right, boom, I'm there. I show up, okay? And I get out of the car, and I'm like, it's feeling weird today. Like, so people are like rushing up to me, looking at me and stuff, and all of a sudden, one of the producers goes, Nhya, how do you feel about doing a shower scene?
Yeah.
And I'm immediately like, no, 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 no. I'm not doing the showers. I'm just her body double. I'm just, well, not even the body double. I'm her stand-in. Okay. Like, you're not going to see me on camera. Yeah. I'm going to jump out.
Right.
And they were like, no, actually, this is crazy. I'm not going to say the whole story. Sure. But, but for whatever reason, they sent her home.
Got you.
Okay, I'm not going to put her business out there like that. But basically, I wore my hair curly that day. Okay. And my hair is like naturally like really big and curly, and I always wear it straight, but that day I wore it curly. Okay. And so they seen something, and they were like, you can get in the shower and your hair will look pretty. Something as small as that.
I done seen the scene now. I seen it. Matter of fact, look, this is what she's talking about.
Are you going to put it?
This is what she's talking about.
So, yeah, so they were like, they took me, well, first, I called my mama. And I was like, Mom, they want me to do the shower scene. I know, like, we in the church, you're a missionary, like, Dad's a preacher. I don't want people to judge me. She said, girl, they've been judging you your whole life.
Hey, I love Mom.
She said, how much they paying you? I told her. She said, girl, if you don't go and get that shit. She said, shit, I'll come do it. They gave me my trailer. I went in there, signed in papers, signed that contract. Man, listen, became union right there. I was able to join SAG-AFTRA, and it's been up ever since. So shout out to HBO, shout out to Baller, shout out to Dwayne Johnson, who to this day is the sweetest, most kind human I've ever met.
I've heard that from any and everyone who's ever met or come in contact with him.
It's real.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, and that says a lot about the person, right? Like, when there's no smut on your name whatsoever, like from nobody, like ever in no year.
No.
Like, even me, I met him when he was a wrestler. And a friend of mine, his he was having a birthday party. Okay. This is around the time when The Rock's book came out.
Yes.
And it was Sunday Night Heat. I'll never forget. So it was Sunday Night Heat, but beforehand he had like a little book signing.
Yes.
So we did the whole book signing or whatever. I get to him and I'm like, oh, The Rock. I was like, can you do the people's eyebrow? And he so he did it real quick, right? And then he was like, all right, I know you're old, jabroni. Like, so that's my cool, you know,
so
The Rock
good.
story. But even that was dope, right? Because some people, you know, when they become characters of themselves, they don't want to always be on, right? And sometimes they don't want to always do the thing that people love them for. Me, I was a kid at the time, but he did it. It was dope. And like I said, anybody I ever know who's come in contact with, they have only good things to say about him.
I believe it's a culture thing. The Rock being Hawaiian, my family's from Hawaii, so it's that whole like ohana, like everybody's family, and you just treat people a certain way, right? When you look at the world, like we're all family,
right?
And so what I will say is The Rock treated everyone the same, from the man that wiped the sweat off of his forehead, to the person who put his jacket on, to the director. Everyone was treated the same way. Dope. And it was beautiful. He has a beautiful spirit.
Dope. So shout out to you and HBO for the whole Ballers experience.
Yes.
Like, I mean, like you said, it's life changing. It sent you into a different frequency of your trajectory.
Absolutely.
Right? And so now we in the business. We in the game.
100%.
We're in the game.
Yes.
Ballers happen, and I know you've got, you know, a ton of things you've done. You were a judge on what was the name of the show?
Which one was that?
It was something about the game.
Wait.
Look, I'm supposed to know this.
No, wait. I'm like, when
look,
was I a
not us
judge?
both. Not us both.
No. I was a judge
It was
on making a brand.
Making the brand.
Yes.
Yes.
Shout out to Brandon T. Jackson.
Yeah. Word. Like, so let's talk about that real quick. I know
Okay.
we're jumping a little bit, but like making a brand, being a judge on a show like that. First of all, tell the people who may not be familiar with it,
Yes,
what it is, what it's about, and then what that experience was like.
So making a brand is almost like a parody of Shark Tank. Right? So people come on, they have these ideas. Some of them are absolutely bogus. Some of them are great. Either way, we didn't know as the judges, like, if they were coming on there being serious or joking.
Oh, okay.
So we just treated everybody the same.
Yeah.
And some of them, like, we were harsh. It was given Simon Cowell.
I was about to say, were you the Simon? Or y'all as a collective?
No,
Okay.
I may have been more Randy.
Okay,
like,
okay,
it's
okay.
a no for me, dog. But it was like, I tried to be nice as possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a really fun show. We had a lot of great guests on there, guest judges. But Brandon and I, we came together last summer and we were like, yo, let's do this. Actually, it was around this time last year. We shot it in like a couple days. And I'm an executive producer.
Let's talk about it.
Clock that E. Okay. Not only can she be in the show,
she can
run
fund
the show.
Yeah.
Okay. So, shout out to me.
Now, we speak about funding,
yes.
Right? Funds are important.
Very.
Gots to have them.
Gotta have them.
Gots to get it. Gots to get that. So let's switch really quickly to a different hat that you also wear.
Oh yeah.
Which is the entrepreneurial hat.
Yes.
Right? You are an entrepreneur.
Yes.
How so? Right? Businesswoman, yes, sure, but how would you describe your business acumen, if you will?
Okay, so the whole business thing came in when I decided to take a break from Hollywood. Now, granted, I've always been an entrepreneur. Let's start there.
Right.
I've never believed in working for anybody. I quit every job I ever had.
Yeah.
It was just not meant to be because you're not finna tell me what to do.
You can't do it. Not for too long. Not
if it's something I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Like, now, if you're a director on a set, I'm going to listen.
Because I want to be here.
I want to be here. That's the difference. So I would go get a job and quit because I was like, man, please.
Yeah, whatever.
But with the entrepreneur spirit, I believe that's something that you're born with.
That's a fact.
You're just a natural leader.
That's a fact, yeah.
And I also am a visionary. I have ideas all the time, like all day long.
You gotta get them out.
I got to get them out. But when I got pregnant with my daughter, I was living in Hollywood.
Okay. Hollywood, Florida, or LA?
No.
Okay.
I left and moved to LA.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll get to that.
Sure.
I left Miami after Ballers.
Okay.
Moved to LA. And so I'm there for a couple years. I'm killing the game. I'm going viral. Everything. I'm working with CT, Big Ja, all of those guys. Jahan.
Which is actually how we connected.
Yes.
At the Big Ja premiere at Revolt.
Shout out to him.
Shouts to Big Ja.
So everything's going good. And then I had this moment. I talked to my mom. I had just turned 25. And I was like, I want to have a family.
Okay.
Right? Like, I don't want to wait till I'm 50 to have kids. And I learned I have to be very careful with my words because you talking about manifesting?
Yeah.
The Lord was like, okay, watch this. Y'all want a family? All right, boom, pregnant. So all of a sudden, I'm calling my mom like, Mom, I'm pregnant. And she was like, what you crying for? You just said you want to have a baby.
Yeah.
So, all right, I leave LA and I'm depressed. I'm talking about my life, to me, was over.
Yeah, it was over.
And I'm embarrassed.
Speak to that a bit. Is it because you had to leave or because you actually did get pregnant? Or
No, I didn't care about the getting pregnant part.
Okay.
I wanted to have a baby.
Okay.
I felt like I let a lot of people down.
Okay.
That's why this season of my life is so important to me, because this is my redemption. God didn't say no. He said not yet.
Right.
I wasn't ready. And I knew there were a lot of people rooting for me. There were some people in Hollywood, I'm talking about big names, that would bring me up in every room. Like, oh, you got a project? Bring her in. Let her work. Let her do the body double. Just so I could be on set. They gave me so many opportunities. And I know one person in particular came to mind as I'm saying this right now. Shout out to Johnny Mack, who is like a writer, big time writer for Jamie Foxx. Okay. He took me under his wing. And he told me, don't get pregnant. That's the first thing he said. Don't get in a relationship and don't get pregnant. He said, you are one of the most phenomenal people I've ever seen in a long, long time. You got it.
Yeah.
Don't mess this up.
Okay.
And so when I did it, I didn't even tell
felt that
him.
weight.
I felt it.
Okay.
That's all I could hear in my head.
Yeah.
I get home, I get back to Florida. My brother Valdez was like, yo, you, can I cuss? He was like, I'm not gonna cuss. He said, you effed up.
Yeah.
Straight to my face. Was like, we basically, Tyra Banks, we were rooting for you. We all were rooting for you. Like, what are you doing? He told me, he said, you messed everything up for the whole family. Those were his words. Because they were depending on me to make it out, right?
Yeah.
So everybody will be good.
And it when you have to come back, right? Because it's not like you came back up and all the way out and done. You were still going this way. And you didn't go this way. It felt that way though.
Yes.
It felt that way. And it felt like you were reverting back. Yeah.
But then God,
God,
reminded me who I am. So I started doing real estate. While I was pregnant, I said, I'm going to do something. Because now I'm going to have a little person that's going to depend on me.
Yeah.
So still in that idea of I can't work for anybody, right? Job ain't going to work. So I'm like, real estate, cool. Boom, get my license. I'm selling houses. I'm looking cute. It's still a form of performance.
It is.
It works, right? I'm selling a house rather than selling myself as an artist.
Customer service experience.
That part. So boom, that's going well. Now, I had been doing taxes since I was 20. I never stopped doing taxes even while I was living in LA. That was my little side hustle.
Okay.
But now it had to become my main thing because baby needed money. So I was like, I'm going to do real estate and I'm going to do taxes. And I started Cedon Financial.
Hey.
And Cedon Financial is my baby because the whole thing was based on I'm going to help you get a tax refund. And we are going to invest that tax refund into real estate so that I could help my Black people, my minority friends and family get out of the rat race.
I love it.
Right? Learn how to deal with money and have a positive relationship with money. So I did all of my studying. I got every license and certificate I needed. And when I tell you that business blew up, like blew up. I made so much money and I'm still making money. But God is so good. Like I went from just posting it on Facebook, like y'all, I know y'all never seen me do taxes or whatever, but just rock with me. And it started out 10 clients, 20 clients, 30 clients. When I finally started my own company and moved away from the other guy I was working under, I started with 50 clients. That's what I brought in with me. And the next year, I hit. I
don't know if I'm ready for this number.
Yeah, it was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so I went from 50 clients to 250 clients in 1 year. I made a lot of freaking money because my services are a little more high priced because I'm doing bookkeeping and I only work with entrepreneurs at this point, right? So I'm getting thousands. You know what I'm saying? Like we up there.
Yeah.
And I remember calling my mom because I made like $250,000 in 30 days.
Crazy.
And she was like, oh, shoot. Yeah. So once again, my family's like, nigga, we made it. Right? Everybody's happy. Guess who's not happy?
You.
Missing something. Right? I'm like,
passion.
I got 2 kids. I'm about to get married. I got the business. Everything looks perfect. I am unhappy.
Passion.
It was my passion.
You needed that.
So
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the business is still going. Yeah.
Business is still going. We already put the link here. Make sure y'all tap in because I mean.
CedonFinancial.com.
You know.
Period. But I had to get back to me, and so that's where we're at now.
I love that. So I want to actually go back because I know we ping-ponging a lot, right? I would like to know a little bit about the audition process, right? Because I know you got to have a certain type of mental fortitude to go through rejection and go through getting your hopes up and then being let down, or you know what that roller coaster can be like. Can you describe for me and the audience a little bit about what the audition process is like and kind of how strong you have to be mentally to be able to navigate through it?
Okay. So I can only speak about my process.
Okay.
Everybody is
said,
different.
I'm lit. I don't know.
No, I did not even say that.
I get the parts. I don't know.
Stop it. No. Let me tell you something. When it comes to auditions, when I first started out, I used to take everything personally.
Okay.
Right? That's why, like, the best thing with this industry is time, because you never age out of acting. Thank God.
Yeah.
You can act until you're 100 years old, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And you learn so much. So when I first used to audition, I would be nervous. I'm shaking. I'm like, if I don't book it, I'm worried. First of all, I'm worried about it every day until I hear something. And then if I don't book it, I'm depressed. Like, thank God. I am so beyond that now.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm really good at memorizing things.
Okay.
And I have a photographic memory. I can look at a script one time and pretty much go, right? I can't teach that. I don't know how I do it.
Kind of just in you.
It's just, that's why I said this is my process. So like today, for example, I have an audition. I'm going to go home tonight. I'm going to work on it for 2 hours. And that 2 hours, what I will do is write a biography for my character. Now, I don't have the whole script. When you get auditions on Actors Access or through your agent, whatever, they don't give you the whole script. They give you what's called sides. So your sides are a small portion of the script that they want you to perform on camera and send in as a self-tape audition. You barely have in-person auditions anymore. It's kind of rare.
Okay. So
Thanks to COVID.
Okay.
Thanks to COVID, everything changed. I do miss the in-person thing because I feel like my spirit carries. My aura is undeniable. You feel me? And it's a little harder for someone to feel that through a screen.
I would imagine so.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a feeling. And I miss those days. So when I do get a chance to do an in-person audition, I love it. But, so tonight, like I said, I'll go home. I'm going to write, who is she? How old is she? Where did she come from? What's her favorite color? What's her relationship like with her parents? What's her relationship like with the person who's in the scene with her? What was she doing before this scene? What is she trying to accomplish during this scene? And what will she be doing after this scene? Once I create this whole story, now what I bring to the words is totally different. Because anybody can read a paper and be like, okay, these are my lines. Let me just read my lines. No, when I deliver it, I want you to feel something.
Right.
So you got to have something to feel. Yeah. And then I put it up. I record it. I have like a studio built into my house. I have my beautiful backdrop. I got my lights. I got my cameras, all of that. So everything looks like quality, high quality. And then I forget about it. Once I hit submit, I say, thank you, Jesus. If it's for me, it's for me. If it's not, God, I yet thank you for the opportunity for people to see me. If it wasn't for me this time, it may be another project where they keep me in mind because they saw this tape. So I am yet grateful because some people don't even get the chance to audition. Yeah. So that's my process.
I don't even, like,
did I preach a little bit?
That was fire. Like, honestly, I'm actually blown away by the process because it is yours, right? Mm-hmm. I have heard some other actors or actresses say similar things in terms of like just maybe writing, like how you described that you write a biography for it. They didn't articulate it that way, but similarly, right? Okay. But I love everything that you just said because that's your work.
Yeah.
Right? That has nothing to do with the script that was sent to you or whatever they gave you.
Nope.
That's you going the extra mile to bring it to life, to make it look and feel real.
Absolutely.
And I can appreciate that as just like a casual movie watcher, movie goer, things of that nature who can appreciate art.
Yeah.
I appreciate someone who's actually taken the extra steps to really
I want the role.
Yeah.
I want it. I have to be better than everybody else. And if I'm not better, I need to be different. Because it's either one or the other. Either you're better than everybody else or you're different from everybody else and they wanted something different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so that's what I aspire to be. And Will Smith said it. He said, you may be more talented than me, but you will never outwork me. And the work shows. Like, when people see my stuff, they know, like, this girl does not, this is my only job. Yeah. Like, I don't go to work every day. I have 2 children that I have to provide for. Now, granted, I do have my other business, but since I've been in Atlanta, I really put a lot of things on hold. Like, the business running itself. I have to make this work.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it. I don't treat it like a hobby. I don't treat it like this is just something I do for fun.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I treat it like I see myself when I look in the mirror as an EGOT. And until I get that Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony, the work is not done. I got a lot of work to do.
I told you we had somebody special. I don't know. It's Women's History Month. Let's reiterate that. Happy Women's History Month to everybody out there watching. You know what I mean? Definitely hand claps,
Yes.
right? But again, phenomenal. Like, she is so multi-layered in all of the things that she has going on, all of the things that she's already done. And I can't wait to see all of the things that will actually come to fruition, because clearly you're made of the right stuff.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like, you're clearly made of the right stuff.
Yeah.
So I love movies, comedies. Will probably be my favorite genre, or at least one of them. I typically do these things called quick hits, right?
Okay.
And typically, what I would do is I would freestyle the first things that kind of come to mind, and have you respond
Okay.
to them. I kind of did my own little going the extra mile, right?
He did the work, honey. The work.
But no, because I really wanted to ask real questions that I would make you think about, right?
Okay.
So one of the first ones is it's kind of like a either or, right?
Okay.
So when we think about these two phenomenal women, I want you to really think about it and tell me your pick.
Okay.
Now, this is not Drink Champs. You don't got to take a shot if you choose both or anything like that, right?
This is agua.
But between the two,
yes,
Queen Latifah, Angela Bassett.
Oh,
Range.
I already have an answer.
Who would you say is has more range, or who do you like better?
I don't want to say who I like better, but
that's why I gave you
I'm
all
gonna,
of them.
I'm gonna say,
ors.
As soon as you ask the question, I'm gonna pick who I resonate with more.
Okay.
And it's going to be Miss Angela Bassett. Of course.
I knew you were going to. Sitting here, I'm like.
Don't I give that energy?
Yeah.
So when I say, like, I'm bringing back 90s fine, there's a movie I recently did where in the scene, this is how detailed I am, the scene, the character says, her husband asked her, what did you do with my clothes? Don't I have clothes in the closet here? And she says, no, I burnt that shit waiting to exhale style. But I wanted everyone to catch that line, right? Yeah. So what did I do? In that scene, I literally have on the same black lingerie, the same robe, and made my hairstylist do my hair in a blowout straight back with no hair covering my face to look exactly like Angela Bassett looked when she burned that nigga's clothes.
Fire.
Fire.
Literally. Right. Pun intended. You know what I mean? Yes. Pun intended. So like I said, and that's a great answer, right?
Thank you.
Now I said I love comedies, right? One of my favorite genres. But for you, right?
Yes.
Who would you say, or what would you say is either your favorite genre to watch? Two-part question. Let's do it this way. What's your favorite genre to watch? Other side of it is, what is your favorite genre to play?
Okay.
If they're different.
They are. My favorite genre to watch is rom-coms. I'm just a girl. Like, I am a very girly girl, and I just really believe in love. And so I just want to watch stuff about love, like, all day. And that's probably why I'm single, because I watch so many of these movies, and I'm like, why don't men do this shit? These men don't do none of this stuff in these movies. I am ruined. No. Cheat code, by the way, men. If you really want to get a girl, just start watching rom-coms and see what these guys do in it, and then you'll know exactly what to do to impress us. Duh. Bing. Okay. On another note, my favorite genre to do is going to be like dramatic. I love drama.
Say that.
Man, if I know that I can cry in a script, I want it.
Yeah.
I want to cry. I want to give that one Denzel.
That glory tear.
That's I'm kind of known for the glory tear.
Yeah.
I did an audition today via Zoom, and very strange thing. I do all the lines, and there's a little part at the end where it's just directions, and it's like she sits in a chair thinking about the argument she just had, and she touches her necklace and looks out the window. And he's like, "I want you to act out this second scene," and I'm like, "Where's the scene?
Yeah.
There is no scene." But it is. It's a montage, which is very important because this is like.
Explain what a montage is for the people.
So a montage is like when you see someone doing something on camera, but there's no words being spoken. But usually montages are very important to like propel the storyline. It's something you need to see, and so he wanted to see this, and so I'm like, okay, here we go, and I took a moment, and I thought of how I have felt in the moments after an argument with my ex. And it's kind of like the feelings take over me because I use a process called substitution.
Okay.
And so substitution is when you take something that happened to you in real life and you use that emotion to pull into a fictional scene. So the emotion is real, although the scene is not.
Right.
It's not an easy thing to do because sometimes if I'm like really trying to go there, I might have to think about someone in my life who passed away.
Right.
And then it's hard for me to come out of it.
Yeah.
And I've had those moments where I'm crying. So yeah, in this audition today, I went for it. And I'm talking about just tears just rolling. And when I was done, he was like, wow. Like, what?
Yeah.
Where did that just come from? But I'm very emotionally connected, and I don't mind being vulnerable. I don't mind going there, man. I don't care what it takes. And so when it comes to drama, like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go all the way there.
I love that, and you kind of answered the question that I already kind of had in the back of my mind about when actors or actresses have to cry, right? Like, where do you pull the inspiration from? I always thought or assumed it was from a real place, right? You might be thinking something traumatic that happened to you or someone who passed to really get you emotionally riled up like that. But the actual name of it is called substitution.
Substitution, yeah.
See? Yeah. Learn something new every day.
That part.
Substitution.
And so some people actually will pinch themselves or hurt themselves, which is crazy. I don't suggest that.
Yeah, no.
But everyone has their own methods. But like a quick pinch to the right area will cue tears.
Is that right?
Yes. And then some people just can't do it. And so they go the eye drop route. You put the eye drops in your eye right before the scene, and boom,
like
the drops come.
Respectfully, I don't like that.
But I like to really cry and I like to really be sad because I want my face to turn red.
I want to feel it. I want to be able to, because I'm a tough critic. I really am. Like, I say this, I don't know if I've told this story on camera or not, but in college, I took a film criticism class. And it really messed me up for life, because it taught me how to be critical of everything that I see on film.
Yeah.
It taught me that everything that generally is on film, if they showed it, it was intentional.
Yeah.
And I just picked things apart differently.
Just try being an actor. I cannot watch TV without judging everything. And I'm watching the background people. Yeah. I love when the background people just be back there doing the wrong stuff. Like, bro, you are in a bank. Why are you turning around in circles? Or like, y'all are at a club. Why are you not dancing? They just be there looking at the stars.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And who allowed this? Like, why did the producer not get them together?
Like that infamous scene in the last season of the original Game of Thrones where they had like a Starbucks cup or something like that in one of the scenes. Like,
what are you doing?
What are we doing?
Continuity.
Yes.
That's a big thing too.
Yes.
People really, I'm a tough critic on movies. I just watched a movie. I'm not going to say what movie it is.
Okay.
It's a great movie though.
Okay.
But I noticed that the main character, and this is a big film, her nails kept changing. And I'm like, maybe because she's a star, like an A-list star, nobody wanted to tell her, like, you need to get your nails back the same.
The same.
Or just wear your nails the same way for the whole movie. Go get a French manicure and keep it the same. But
those little
she
things.
had pink nails in some scenes, and then she had yellow scenes in the others. And there were times where this was things that happened on the same day, but the nail would be pink and then yellow. And I'm like, who allowed this?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a tough critic too.
No, I get it. I get it. So, but that's dope, and thank you for that clarity.
Yes.
Now, something a little more fun, maybe lighthearted,
Okay.
right? Who would be your childhood or celebrity crush? And
Ooh.
whoever this person is,
Yes.
if he's watching right now, what would you say to him?
Oh
So answer the question
man.
first.
This is hard for me because
I know
I've
you
met
be
a
around these folks.
lot
I
of
know.
them.
I did this purposely.
That's tough. I'm gonna say this, and I mean it. When they say never meet like your childhood hero,
Mm-hmm.
it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Because except for Dwayne Johnson,
Yeah.
because most of the guys that I had a crush on, when I met them, I was like immediately no.
Like ill.
Yuck.
Yeah.
And then some of them that I had a crush on, I've kind of already dated, and and you know, like I've already been there, done that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't want to say their names because I've actually dated them.
Yeah.
Like,
All right. So, if you could speak loose, can you speak loosely around it? Maybe.
Sure, let's
Okay.
go for it. Who cares? Who gonna check me? Okay, let's go.
All right. Let's do it like this.
All right.
Because I'll let you off the hook,
Mm-hmm.
just because of what the reasons you just said.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Yes.
for let's say maybe it's not the childhood crush or whatever, but just celebrity crush or right.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, say hi, but like, is there anything that you would like to say?
No, all right. Wait a minute. Give me a moment because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking.
We gonna cue
Like.
the Jeopardy music.
Okay, so I'm thinking rappers. Nah, I'm
Right,
off.
right. Scan.
I'm off
scanning.
that.
Yeah, you scanning.
Did that. I was in my producer bag for a little minute. Dated a couple producers. I'm definitely off that. I'm really thinking actors, and most of the guys that I'm physically attracted to are married.
So then.
So that is a done deal. I also like older men. I'm not attracted to these little teeny boppers. If you are under 50, please leave me alone. Sir, I like them with an AARP card. Okay? I like men that get a senior citizen discount.
We
okay?
are farmers.
Dun, 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 dun. Like, so when you think who's 50, oh, you know what? All right, I got one for you.
All right.
And this is a new one.
Sure.
Like as of last week.
All right.
I don't know. Is Eric Benet single?
I don't know.
Well,
I ain't heard about Eric Benet since he messed up.
Exactly. But he's like, but now I get it, Holly. Like, I get it. Like, he's in his Silver Fox era. I love a good gray beard.
Okay.
And he's very socially aware, like, of what's happening in the world. And so go to his Instagram. Follow him on Instagram if you don't, because he's been talking about this war and a lot of stuff that's happening. And it's very attractive to me.
Okay.
I am very much like I think it's called a sapiosexual,
Yes.
where it's like you have to get me here
Yes.
before you can get me here.
Right.
And he's very smart. And so, I mean, I don't know if he's single or not, but hey.
All right. That's cool.
Okay.
That's an acceptable. We had to do a little tweaking. But last question I have for you. If there were no barriers, nothing preventing you from being able to,
Okay.
and you had the ability to live anywhere in the entire world beginning next week, where would you choose and why?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Why?
Immediately.
I mean, it's beautiful.
It feels like home.
Okay.
I think if you travel, you will understand that there is a place in the world where your soul is at rest. Meaning, all of a sudden, your body hits this frequency where everything feels like it's okay. And when I am in Hawaii, nothing matters. I don't have to wear makeup. I don't dare wear heels. I am in what we call slipper, right? Like flat shoes, sandals. That's why Hawaiians have flat feet. Everybody's in flip flops all the time, and I wear my sarongs, right? So I just wrap a little piece of cloth around me. I'm comfortable. I'm Nhya. I'm not. I'm not anybody else that I have to be for the rest of the world. But I only feel like that in Hawaii. That's a very spiritual, like strength.
Yeah.
Like even the waters, if you ever like go to Hawaii and get in the beach, you have to be very careful because their currents are so strong. People have been pulled under, and that's, I think it's a spiritual thing. Yeah. So like you go up onto the mountains. I like to hike, and they have rocks. And if you ever see like a stack of rocks built on top of each other, you don't touch it. This is sacred.
Okay.
So if you ever go to Hawaii, just know when you see this, these are prayers and things that are put there for the ancestors. So yeah, it would be Hawaii for sure.
Hawaii sounds dope and exotic, and I haven't been, but it is on the bucket list. So,
gotta go. The only reason if I didn't choose Hawaii, it would be somewhere else, and that's only because Hawaii is technically considered America.
America, yeah.
So,
but I mean, that's fine. You know, whatever. It didn't necessarily have to be somewhere outside of the states, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, now, again, it's Women's History Month. We're here with the phenomenal Nhya Cedon. You've recently been the recipient of a few awards. You're no stranger to a red carpet.
For sure.
Right? So you've done all of those types of events, but there's always something different when you're actually being honored, right?
Yeah.
Was it the Impact X?
Yes.
Talk to the people about first what that is, the prestige behind it, and just the overall experience of being a recipient of that award.
I just got that nomination like 2 days ago.
Okay.
So the show is in April. The show is in April.
Well, look, she's gonna win the award.
He already made me the recipient. So from your mouth to God's ears.
She won the award.
Thank
so how
you.
does it feel?
How does it feel? It feels like it should have happened 5 years ago. Okay. No, honestly, I am. Man, I'm humbled.
Yeah.
I am appreciative. I am very grateful for people to see the work that I put in, to even be considered, to have my name brought up in these rooms. I'm just a vessel.
Yeah.
You know, this is something God gave me, and I'm just doing what He put in me. And as long as I get to go out here and do something and say, you know, thank you, Jesus, God did this, whatever the case may be, that's it. Like, if I win or when I win, that'll be crazy, right? Because remember, I've only
play this clip back. She's gonna win.
Stop. Listen, I've only been in Atlanta, y'all, for 10 months. It hasn't even been a full year.
That's crazy.
Since, and when I say in Atlanta, really since I returned to acting.
Yeah.
I took a long break. So I'm just not even 1 year, and I'm already getting nominated for things. And I think this is just a precursor. It's just like God showing me, like, this is the first award, but there's many more to come.
It's many more because, again, it's not just limited to your acting ability. I saw you in the latest October London video.
Shout out to him.
What was that experience like?
That was amazing. Shout out to Brittany, Passion, and everybody else involved. That was crazy. I got a call. They were like, hey, we got a music video. It's going to be for a major artist. I did not know who it was until I showed up.
Dope.
And when I seen it was October London, I was like, oh, shoot. Yes. So, no, I was super excited about that. That was great. The video is fire.
Video's fire. Go check that out.
Okay. And even Tonio Armani, I don't want to forget him. He's on the remix. Okay. So we did the remix video. We added in some stuff like at the last minute. When the video was over, they randomly had a massage table, I guess like for facials or whatever at the barbershop. So I'm like, I was like, y'all gonna use that? Like somebody gonna get a massage? And they were like, we were thinking about it. And I was like, well, I got some lingerie in my car. Now, why? Don't ask no questions.
I ain't asking. I synced it.
Okay, but sometimes stuff just be happening. Okay, and you just gotta be ready for whatever. But yeah, so no, I had just did a series, and I was filming the day before, so all of my wardrobe was in my car. So I had a little lingerie and a little robe, and when I said that, they were like, "Go get it."
Yeah.
So that whole scene of me rubbing on him and doing the massage.
That was yeah.
That's me showing up like
See?
I do.
See?
Right?
And how important it is to always show up, to always be prepared, to always be ready.
Yes. Like, show up and be ready at
And
all
be
times.
you. Right? Because you didn't do anything extra.
No.
At the end, like, it was just a thought. You were in your creative element.
Yes.
That helped you stay in your creative bag. And you were able to say, okay.
But it's part of being aware.
Yes.
Right? So I listen to everything. I'm a little bit nosy. When there are conversations being had around me, I'm hearing them all. So they were across the room talking about the massage table. And I'm like, oh, I got some lingerie in the car. Mm-hmm. The other girls didn't hear that conversation. They were doing whatever, looking at their phone, whatever. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. But guess what? Nhya Cedon? Yeah. What did I say? You will not outwork me. That's actually how I ended up getting so many roles or so many scenes on Country Wayne skits. Mm-hmm. Just to bring that up.
Yes, because I've seen a lot of his. And it's funny.
And it's funny, right? It's funny. So I do comedy too, guys. She does everything.
She does everything.
but yeah, I ended up getting the last couple scenes with Country Wayne because they were doing interviews for the restaurant, right? Mm-hmm. And so Amber goes, "Oh, I wish somebody came in like dressed inappropriately." Once again, I'm like, I got some shit in my car. And she was like, "For real? Girl, yes. Okay, give me 5 minutes." Yeah. I go put on the shirt with my boobs all out, everything crazy. And she was like, yes. But when I changed my clothes, I also had to change my persona. Mm-hmm. So right then and there, a character was born. And I created a character right there on spot. And I came in like, I'm here for the interview. And she was like, what? I'm like, yeah, I seen it on Instagram. So you gonna let me interview or not? And it turned into a thing. And the audience loves it.
I love it. Yeah, they're funny.
So be ready always.
Man, like my least favorite part about doing the show is the fact that at some point in time it has to come to it.
Yeah, because my mouth is dry.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just kidding.
But no, seriously, because I mean it's been an amazing conversation. Mm-hmm. We could sit here and do this for hours.
For sure.
There are so many more things that I definitely want to get into.
Yes.
We don't unfortunately have all of the time in the world. Typically when I say, we'll do a part 2, it normally happens because we have done a part 2 with a couple people. Okay. I think you're one of those that we definitely have to do a part 2 with. Because it's just too much, right? Yeah. It's so much. And like I said, we just don't have all of the time. What's up?
We'll do a part 2 when all of these projects drop. Because I have 8 projects in post-production right now. So that's 8. 8. Thank you.
8.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We working.
Okay. Every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, 8 projects. So as they start coming out, like June, July, it'll be a whole bunch of stuff for me to come on here and
I love it. And it'll be around birthday season anyway.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? So that just might work out.
I love that.
So I do want to ask a pretty important question. I know you always are thinking ahead, right? So in the spirit of thinking ahead, would you be able to say like what your, I don't know, let's call it 5-year goals maybe, or 5-year career plans? Where do you see yourself, in 5 years? The brand of Nhya Cedon. What does that look like?
Okay, 5 years from now?
It's a long time.
I am going to be the biggest, let me say that again, the biggest actress in Hollywood. Okay? 3 years from now, I will have at least 2 of those awards that I mentioned out of Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, or Tony, because your girl is going to Broadway this summer because, yes, we're doing theater this summer. But I'm going to say this. I used to be like a long-term planner, right? 5 years, 10 years, and I would get really focused on that. These days, I live day by day, which means I focus on getting the most out of every day. So it's more of a like, what are you trying to do this week? Because that's how it works for me. Yeah. I lost my best friend to lupus January 26th of last year.
Rest in peace.
And rest in peace, Tish. And that broke me. And it showed me that tomorrow ain't promised. Yeah. And because of that, a lot of people lately have been like, Nhya, you working so hard. When are you going to rest? When are you going to relax? Bro,
what do you mean?
I just lost my friend. She was 34 years old. Yeah. I'm not resting right now.
Right.
As long as I'm healthy and my body tells me I can continue because I listen to my body.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's up and it's stuck. Like it's stuff I'm trying to do today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I do a lot. Like today alone, I've been doing stuff nonstop since I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
From taking care of my kids, getting them to school, doing my audition, getting another audition, studying for that audition, getting the kids from school, cooking dinner.
Right.
Had to go and get a facial for a brand deal that I just got for, a spa company. And then boom, I'm straight over here doing a podcast. So live every day to the fullest, man.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can put a button on this better than you. She must have knew we was coming to an end. I know I framed it a little bit.
You did that.
But man, what a way to put a cap on yet again another amazing conversation, because these aren't interviews. These are conversations, like I mentioned, with those who are in fact qualified, and this has been another episode of Qualified Conversations. So, really quickly, before we get out of here, please let everyone know where they can follow you, stay in tune with you, and know every single thing that is going on with Miss Nhya Cedon.
Absolutely, guys. I am on all socials at Nhya Cedon. That's NHYACEDON. And I'm mostly active on Instagram. My Instagram is popping. It's popping. I ain't even gonna front. Okay. So make sure you follow me. Y'all, please go watch Making a Brand. It is on Tubi right now. As I said, I'm executive producing and also starring on there. And just keep an eye out for all of my upcoming projects.
All upcoming projects. I can't wait. I'm gonna be tapped in. The Instagram is lit. I can attest. And yeah, I'm just excited. I'm really excited to see all of the things come to fruition.
Yes.
You're definitely gonna win that award amongst others.
Cute.
And again, this has been another episode of Qualified Conversations. I am your host, Jers, aka Life as I See It. And so we will sign off the same way we do each and every time. So until next time, everything Rico.